what did you say when we went out to go hunting? Every time. How'd you say that?
I never see a deer. I never get one.
Yeah, but every time I go hunting with you,
something happens.
Something
crazy is gonna happen.
Something crazy happens every time, girl. What is up with that?
Oh my word! I could not believe it. That was fun.
It is all my fault because had I not been spreading fertilizer out on that food plot north of town, I'd have been back on time. We would have got to our spot on time because I had to call you up and say,
10 minutes earlier.
10 minutes earlier.
We would have, if we had been on time.
Man, I cannot believe that. Oh.
At least that wasn't the only opportunity, though.
No, exactly.
That would have been a bummer.
Okay, so did you see those deer right away, the first three?
Yeah, as soon as I climbed up the tree, as soon as I got up there, I was just reaching over to put my safety strap on to hold myself up so I could get the next one.
When did you see them?
As soon as I went like this to reach over.
Because I was putting the
I was trying to
strap
get
on.
your attention for like 2 minutes.
I know.
Sitting there. I was even kind of trying to snap my fingers. Dad. And there was just enough of a breeze where I think you probably couldn't hear me very well. That's why.
Yeah, right. And all of a sudden I heard you, and I looked and. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me! There's a doe right now staring at me.
And it wasn't like they were scattered; it was all 3 of them. Like I looked, and there was like 3 heads right there, just this little trio of deer heads. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! They stuck out so well because they're still pretty orange.
Yeah, right.
So.
Now you never got.
Are you kidding me? My bow is still down there. I had my release on, but my bow is still down there. I don't even have my safety strap on because I can climb so much faster without it.
Yeah,
and it's actually a good thing I didn't put it on because if I did, I would have made such a ruckus going up the tree. I might have never seen them once I got up there.
Right.
Because since I didn't put it on, I climbed up so fast.
Right.
That.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
So then, now the second 3. Now you never had a shot at that first doe because she was facing us. Is that why?
Of the first
well,
3?
the first doe you couldn't even pull
the
back.
The doe with the 2 fawns.
Right, but then the second group that came in.
Yeah.
You had your bow ready.
Yeah, well, she came in so fast, I didn't see her. I did not see the adult doe. I only seen the 2 little ones.
Right.
And so I'm kind of looking at you like, you want me to shoot one of these little ones? There's still spots on these things. What are you talking about? And then all of a sudden I hear you say, no, there's a 3rd one.
See,
Whoa, okay. And so then just after you said that, like, I still had to wait, and then I finally seen her.
Right.
So,
see, I thought...
by the time she came in, I mean, I wasn't sure if she'd see me pull back because there was nothing blocking us, and she was kind of broadside and stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to chance this. It's still early on. And with the 2 little ones, they're probably going to play around like they did, running all over the place.
Right.
And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to pull. I'm not going to pull back quite yet. And then just when she was broadside and she turned her head to look out opposite me, she started chasing a little one.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't have a chance.
Right.
And then after that, she stayed on the other side for the most part. And
were you at full draw on those 2 little ones?
No, I wasn't. No, I was completely up, but I wasn't at full draw.
Because I got the,
I wasn't quite sure.
I don't even know what happened on those first set of deer, or even the second set of deer, because I was behind the tree.
Yeah.
I didn't want those deer to see my face.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sitting there right behind the tree, and I got the camera off to the side.
Yep.
And I was watching the whole thing in the viewfinder. I couldn't even tell really what was going on. I was just trying to keep the deer in the viewfinder because I wanted to keep my face hidden. That was a really small tree I was sitting in. You know, it wasn't, it didn't block my whole silhouette. But, so then those 5 deer that came in later.
They came in so fast.
Man.
They came in out of nowhere. Like, because I can't see, left of those little tree, the autumn olives or whatever you have in the middle. I can't hardly, I mean, I can a little bit, but my hole's like this big. Like, I can't hardly see anything.
Okay.
And, that little one came buzzing in. I don't even know if I seen him to the left of that. All of a sudden, I seen that little one shoot out in the middle. I'm like, oh, well, they're not going to notice me or anything. So I grabbed my bow, took it down, because I knew the adult one was with those.
Right.
With the little one.
Okay, all right.
And so as soon as I seen that one, I got my bow ready, put my release on, and I'm up. And she came out. And then I seen the 2 little ones in her. And then out of the corner of my eye, I seen more coming. I'm like, oh, great. How many are going to end up coming out here, you know?
So you got 5 deer. They're all looking in different directions. And, oh, man.
Yep, that was kind of nerve-wracking. But, so...
You know, do you think that doe saw me before he saw you?
The one that was coming at us?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was looking right at me.
Okay, it didn't look like she was looking at me too much, but she did have her head up.
Well, see, she had her head down for a while, and I thought, okay, I'm safe. They don't know we're here. So I had my head out, and I'm looking at these 5 deer in the viewfinder, and then I go over to you, and I was going to try and get a shot of you drawn back.
Yeah.
And then I go back to this deer, and oh, crap, she's looking right at me.
Well, when you did that, was I drawn back yet?
No.
Okay, because right after that, at one point, she must have put her head down, because or maybe she was walking towards me or whatever, and I was like just starting to draw back, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be up in a tree. And I hope I can get this thing all the way back. And she put her head up half mid-draw.
Right.
I'm like, oh crap, but I mean, I gotta keep going. I can't
she didn't
stop.
Spook.
She didn't spook, but she was far enough down where I think there was just enough leaves maybe, or she was looking at you, something.
She was looking at me.
She didn't notice me, which was a good thing,
She was staring at me like crazy, but then when you drew back, all of a sudden I saw her head turn to you.
Okay.
She saw your movement.
Yeah, I thought she caught me, because I was a little worried about that, but I mean, what can you do? It was mid-draw. So then the one that I ended up shooting at, she was broadside to me, and she was probably 2, maybe 3 yards past where you got that cut down stump thing.
Right.
And I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? Because this is a perfect shot. I can't really wait any longer. Like, the light's perfect. She's at a good distance. But my first pin is set for 20 yards. My second pin is like 26, 27.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I used more of my second pin than my first pin on her.
Okay.
So I'm a little nervous to see because I'm not quite sure.
Wow.
But you said you thought it sounded like it hit her, and I kind of thought so too.
Yeah. So you aimed right behind the leg?
I aimed, yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well.
And as far as level, I've been shooting fine and practicing.
Have you? Okay.
So.
Up and down, or side to side?
Side to side, I've been pretty good, just slightly to the right.
Okay.
And up and down, it hasn't been too bad, but.
Okay.
With her being at about 23 yards, I don't know what to expect right now.
I kind of thought that was the deer that you were going to shoot. And, of course, we couldn't communicate because we're too far away. So I didn't really dare zoom in on that one just in case you were going to shoot the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know how much. You're a little bit off to the side. I don't know how much that other one was going to be.
No, that other one was like straight on. There was no way I would have.
I should have zoomed in on the other one.
I know. And
maybe we could have, seen it on video, but we'll have to go check the video out and see if we got a good hit on that. So, cool. Good job, girl. Nice.